What is good, guys, man? Thank y'all for tuning back into the channel, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that sub button down below to be notified for every single video that I do drop, man. And how you know you're notified is when you hit the subscribe button, you'll hit that bell, and then you'll press all. That's how you know you're notified. Also, shout out to everybody that's been following the Instagram. We're almost at 100 followers, so you can go down below in the link in the description to go and follow follow the Instagram, or you can just type it in, man. And yeah, man. This is a story time about her being 7 or 8 and her mom was unalived in front of her, and she ended up seeing her, I think, the next day or night as she was going to use the bathroom or something like that. Which to me is kind of spooky, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we have these spiritual encounters, and I wouldn't know what to call it, man. So y'all comment down below and comment what y'all think during this story time. Let's get it. Let me rewind it back just a little bit.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely.
Okay, I'm not gonna call this a ghost story, but a spirit story about my mother. Okay, my mother was unalived in front of me when I was 7, 8 years old. So I'm just gonna make this short because I know y'all don't like long story times. Y'all get to the next story. But okay, the night of the funeral, first of all, we had to go live with my grandmother. So the night of the funeral, after my mother was put in the ground, we went to my grandmother's house. Of course, we lived there. So I was asleep. Everybody was asleep. It's 3 in the morning. I get up to go use the bathroom. I look to my left. I'm walking down the hallway to get to the bathroom. I look to the left. I see my mom sitting on the couch. And you know how they make the spirits look like translucent, like they look like clear? That's exactly how she looked, no lie. She looked the same way she did when she was in the casket, same hairstyle, same dress, white dress she had on. And she was just like glowing, like looking happy, just sitting there looking at me. So me, as a kid, I have never been scared of anything, but like I ain't gonna lie, I don't like snakes and all of that, like spiders. I'm scared of this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but I will, get active. But I stopped there and I just stared at her and I just stood there in shock, like, because, I'm already traumatized, dealing with the situation that happened to where I woke up out of my sleep to or being unalived. And I'm just standing there looking at her like in disbelief. And I'm like, I don't know whether to be happy, sad, or what. So after I leave, I go use the bathroom. I walk back by. She's still sitting there. And it's dark in the whole house. And in my grandmother's house, we always kept a radio on every night, on low, to sleep. So I see her. I just stand there again because I'm a kid. I'm 7, 8 years old. I go lay down, go back to sleep. I'm not scared. The second night it happened again. I get up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to use the bathroom. I look to my left and there she is. They're glowing, looking at me again, all happy. It wasn't sad or nothing. I mean, she didn't have a sad look on her face. She we're just having to stare down, basically. So I go use the restroom. I come out. I'm staring at her again because she's still sitting there. She's just sitting there, like just sitting there, just looking at me. The next night, go to sleep again. Wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. It happened again. 3 in the morning. We have a stare down again. I'm in shock. I can't say nothing. Every time I see her, I just stand there and look at her. So I go use the bathroom, go lay back down. I never told anybody, because this is my first time having an encounter like that. I
I
have
ain't lying.
never
I would have
saw a
been scared.
spirit before, but I'm sure they say parents come back and check on the kids or whatever. But I'm 39. I'm about to be 40 in November. So I told my sister a couple of years ago. I said, did you ever see Mama? After she died or whatever. And she was like, yeah. She said, I saw her walking down the hallway with a bunch of angels. She was coming out the room to go to the bathroom one morning. She saw my mom and some angels walking down the hallway. She said she hurried up and closed the door. And I was like, why you closed the door? I said, I saw it too. And my mouth just dropped. Both our mouths dropped because we have never discussed it before. Because people don't believe people about spirit stories. I'm going to call them spirits, not ghosts, because that's horrible word. But, people never believe people about spirit stories because once I did start opening up and telling people, I told like some kids at my school, like close friends, they laughed at me. which I was really telling the truth. And, it happens because some of us are gifted. I am very gifted. I see stuff. I can get deep into it. I see a lot of stuff. But when my sister told me that, I knew I wasn't tripping. And we just discussed this a few years ago, in our 30s. Well, I'm in my 30s, so um when I tell people about it, they call me crazy or whatever, but why would a parent not come back and visit their child? I'm sure my mom missed me and my sister or whatever. So like this house I'm living in now, that's why I'm outside in this truck. I've been in this house 3 years. I actually live on a slave plantation. In Dallas is called the Miller Plantation. The area I stay in, I think this was a freedman town. They freed slaves from down here. I've been here 3 years, and I have been seeing haints since I've been in this house. Stuff has been moving, paranormal activity, just all kinds of stuff. Oh Lord, I got a million stories for y'all. Um, these people are driving so fast down the street. I'm sorry, but I have a million stories for story time. I didn't want to convert to this side of TikTok, you know, and go here and discuss this stuff because I know, talking about certain stuff can open doors. But I'm talking about my mother. But if y'all want to hear about the stories or the other stuff I have, some what's going on in my house that my kids see. And the funny part is nobody is scared because, things feed off of fear. If you show fear, they like fear. Like, you have to let them know, hey, I'm not scared. I pay rent up in here. You can't be in here rent free, and I'm paying all the bills and rent. You gotta move around. That's when that blessing oil come out. Some people use sage. I wouldn't mess with it, but my religion we do blessing oil. But I know I say oil, it's a Texas thing, but that's one of my GHOST stories, or my spirit stories that I'm sharing with y'all. That's one of them. But if you would like to hear more, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments, and I will share more stories with y'all. I wish my daughter was here so she could tell y'all, about what we see and what we deal with every night. How we up and, not scared of them, but just up, being annoyed all night. But thank y'all for letting me share. Like I said, if y'all want to hear more, let me.
Look, man. I don't know her situation or if she can move out of that house or whatever the case may be. But if I had the option to move, especially away from a slave plantation or a burial site, I definitely would because you're bound to see things that you probably never seen before because a lot of people are gone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been laid to rest where she's at. Also, I know a lot of y'all gonna say, man, it may be a familiar spirit acting as her mother. I know too much, not too much about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And y'all comment down below what y'all think, man. I mean, I just thought like when people go, they go for good. You know what I'm saying? And um, familiar spirits is the only thing that can act as if they're somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's very interesting story. I know personally me, I would definitely be scared to wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and see somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I see that I know that was laid to rest, man. Without further ado, man, y'all comment down below exactly what y'all think. Please make sure y'all go follow the Instagram. Also, y'all go follow TikTok, all the other channels too. Also, anything that's on at the top of the screen, man. And at the end of my videos, I always say stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding. Until next video, I'm out of here. Peace.